Hi, I'm Marcus from Marcus Language Academy, and today let's talk more about German grammar. And this is also part of my German course for beginners where you learn with colors and a story. So today's topic are the separable verbs. And those verbs use in my course the color brown. So I use colors to explain grammar, and I think it helps a lot to understand much faster and better. And before we start, I like to remember you that in German we have just normal verbs, like in this case kommen, to come, but we can add a prefix. And we already talked about the non-separable verbs, like in this case bekommen, so we add be, no, in the beginning, so the verb becomes bekommen, and it means actually to get, okay, so it's a new verb, a new word. And this prefix be is not separable, so it stays with the verb. But in German we have also called separable verbs. For example, ankommen, to arrive. So we add an, but this prefix will separate in some cases. So let's see what I mean with this. So let's conjugate this verb in present tense. So in first person we would say in German ich komme an. So you see that an separates from the verb. It would be wrong to say ich ankomme. I would understand, but it's wrong. So ich komme an. And when we use it in a sentence, no? For example here, ich komme zu Hause an, no? I arrive at home. The prefix goes all the way to the end. So quite special and nothing similar in English. So remember, an separates and it goes to the end. No? Ich komme zu Hause an. And in second person it would be du kommst an. Du kommst zu Hause an. Okay, so just the main verb, change the ending, but the rest stays the same. So because an is just a prefix. In third person it would be kommt an. Kommt zu Hause an. And in plural, also no surprise, we would say wir kommen an. Wir kommen zu Hause an. Ihr kommt an. Ihr kommt zu Hause an. No, you all arrive at home. And in third person it would be Sie kommen an. Sie kommen zu Hause an. They arrive, or it's also the formal way, you in the formal way arrive at home. Okay, so that's the present tense. So remember, in the present tense this prefix separates. But let's see what happens when we use the past tense and when we use especially perfect. Remember, ankommen here uses an auxiliary. In this case it uses the auxiliary sign. If you need to understand more about perfect, please watch again me video about the past tense. But let's see what happens here. In this moment we would say ich bin angekommen. That's quite interesting. Because remember, the participle normally takes ge, no? Like a prefix to form the participle. But in this moment we have already a participle, a prefix that doesn't separate, that separates. And this moment the ge inserts between the prefix and the main verb. So in this case the participle is angekommen. No? Really important rule. So all the separable verbs do this. So in this moment our sentence would be here, ich bin zu Hause angekommen. I have at home arrived. No? And remember, the participle goes all the way to the end. No? So therefore it's I have at home arrived, not I have arrived at home. And in second and third person it would be the same, just we conjugate the auxiliary verb. So du bist angekommen und ist angekommen. And in plural a little bit similar. Wir sind angekommen, wir sind zu Hause angekommen. And the rest it's ihr seid angekommen und sie sind angekommen. Okay, fair enough. So but what happens when we use, for example, a modal verb? So let's say we use wollen, to want, no, as a modal verb, and then we have our verb, no. Does it separate the prefix or not? Let's see. No, because it's still infinitive. So we would say ich will ankommen. No, our sentence here, ich will zu Hause ankommen. I want to at home arrive. Because the infinitive goes to the end, so this prefix an sticks to our verb. Okay? So just in present tense it separates here. Okay? And therefore the rest will be quite easy. Du willst ankommen, will ankommen. And in plural, wir wollen ankommen. No, here it's an O, because here it's regular, the modal verb. And the rest it's also ihr wollt ankommen und sie wollen ankommen. Yeah, you see, no, when it's an infinitive, the prefix sticks. When we have the participle, the GE of the participle inserts, no, between the prefix and the main verb, and in present tense, yes, it separates. Okay, so, but we don't, we have more prefixes, they separate from the verb. It's not just an. So let's see some examples. For example, einkaufen, to shop, no? And here in present tense, du kaufst ein. Du kaufst heute ein. No? You shop today. In perfect, how would it be in perfect? Du hast eingekauft. Here the auxiliary is haben, not sein. So du hast eingekauft. And the GE inserts. Du hast gestern eingekauft. And with the modal verb, no surprise. Du willst einkaufen. Du willst heute einkaufen. So let's see another prefix, like aufmachen. Aufmachen means to open. Okay? Macht auf. Macht die Tür auf. In Perfekt, hat die Tür aufgemacht. Aufgemacht. Okay. And with the modal verb, will die Tür aufmachen. Mitnehmen. To take something away. Okay, mitnehmen. Wir nehmen mit. Wir nehmen die Pizza mit. And in perfect, wir haben mitgenommen. Mitgenommen is a little bit more irregular because nehmen has a irregular participle. So therefore it's mitgenommen. No? Wir haben die Pizza mitgenommen. And with the modal verb, it's the infinitive. Wir wollen mitnehmen. Wir wollen die Pizza mitnehmen. Ihr macht zu. Zumachen. No? Zumachen means to close. No? Ihr macht die Tür zu. And in perfect, ihr habt die Tür zugemacht. No? Zugemacht, the participle. And ihr wollt die Tür zumachen. And our last example, weggehen, no? To leave or to go away. No? Sie gehen weg. Sie gehen von zu Hause weg. No? They leave their home or from their home. And in perfect, remember here we use sind. No? Sie sind weggegangen. Und Modalverb, sie wollen weggehen. No? Sie wollen von zu Hause weggehen. So those are some examples for other prefixes, they separate, no? And we have some more, no? Let's complete the list. So we have ab, an, auf, aus, bei, ein, los, mit, nach, her, hin, vor, weg, zu, zurück. Oof. So those are the prefixes, they separate. So remember, we have three types of verbs, a normal verb, a non-separable verb, and a separable verb. And now you know how the separable verbs work, and in my course we use the color brown. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I see you soon with my next video. Bye bye.